something that a lot of people can keep hidden when they are in a crowd, but when they're alone, it strikes. It's anxiety. According to the National Institute of Mental Health, there are 40 million people ranging in age from 18 to 54 that suffer from anxiety. Copyright 2018. Many people aren't even aware that they have anxiety, or they don't want to get the assistance for the issue. Today, I will be pointing out the harsh effects and statistics of anxiety. Today we will address what anxiety is, when anxiety strikes, and symptoms and cures for anxiety. According to the American Psychological Association, copyright 2018, anxiety is an emotion characterized by feelings of tension, worried thoughts, and physical changes of increased blood pressure. The four main types of anxiety are generalized anxiety disorder, social anxiety, specific phobias, and panic disorders. Beyond Blue, copyright 2018. However, anxiety can be found in obsessive compulsive disorder, or OCD, and post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. The triggers for anxiety are found in many everyday tasks that we face. According to skylandtrail.org, some are stress, trauma, side effects of medications, depression, personality disorder, stress from other conditions, or something as simple as not getting enough sleep. Causes and triggers of anxiety, copyright 2018. Anxiety comes around when people least expect it. It isn't just when they are nervous about something, it's so much more than that. It's important to know the symptoms of anxiety disorder to help yourself or a friend that may have anxiety issues. Some symptoms include increased worry, high stress levels, increased aggravation, not being able to sit still, troubles falling asleep, headaches, shaking, muscle tightness, or sweating. Anxiety illness, copyright 2018. Many of these symptoms can't be seen or are hidden very well, but you need to try to look beyond the surface. According to Medical News Today, copyright 2018, some techniques that may help someone get through an anxiety or panic attack are to accept that it is happening. Make sure that they know when it has happened before it passed without harm. It may have been difficult, but it will pass. Remind them to breathe, maybe even do it with them while inhaling. Maybe try to use a lavender essential oil known for keeping stress levels down. Know somebody's triggers. Many people don't like crowds or small spaces or too much stress that can cause issues getting through an attack or may bring one on. Sometimes, something that helps me going through it are the senses. Look for 5 things that are important to you. Listen for 4 noises that are different. Touch 3 different things, soft, rough, cold, or hot. Smell 2 smells, usually lavender and peppermint for me. And lastly, taste something this can be just a simple drink of water, or if I'm calmed down enough, I'll have candy. Many people don't realize that there are endless options for helping someone with anxiety. And many won't receive the help because they don't think they have a problem, or they don't like the stigma that's associated with the treatment. From my own experience, I was too afraid with the stigma surrounding getting a prescription pill for anxiety. I decided first to try getting a dog. This was a task that I settled with my landlord. Luckily, he too struggled with anxiety, so he was very understanding with getting one. According to usdogregistry.org, an emotional support dog provides comfort in the form of companionship and affection for the person suffering, copyright 2013. When I still felt overwhelmed, I decided to finally get the courage up to talk to my doctor. She was very understanding and listened to my entire thought process throughout it. She also supported me in getting a prescription drug to help me through this time. Another way that you can help someone is just to be there for them. The most important thing when going through an attack is having somebody there with you. This can also help if something gets out of hand and you aren't able to calm down on your own. Anxiety is a true disease that can be broken down into many different subcategories. There are plenty of symptoms that show a person that they do have an anxiety disorder, if they decide to face it head on. What people need to realize is as with the symptoms, there are just as many treatments. I feel as though the treatments get a bad reputation because we are supposed to be perfect. It will be a lot of trial and error, but something will work for you. In conclusion, if you have anxiety or know somebody who does, please educate yourself as well as others about the signs, symptoms, and treatments that are available. Okay. Do you guys have any questions?
Are there any treatment centers around to help people with anxiety?
I believe the closest treatment center is in Omaha, and they pretty much exist everywhere, and especially as anxiety is becoming known as a really big disease, they're opening more and more to help more people.
So when you say disease, is this more like you have this in your head, or is it just kind of like a phobia type deal?
It's mental and physical, and as I stated before, it can be associated with phobias, so phobias can actually bring it on. And like I said, there's a lot of like factors that come together to make it worse and to make it varied in how bad it can get.